What is up, everybody? It's Archangel here, bringing you as clowns a fresh commentary and gameplay of Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, a Lord of the Rings game being posted by someone who's only seen the first movie and thought it was average at best. So yeah, I'm playing a Lord of the Rings game. Serious. Anyways, it's all about this game. It's probably the most underrated game to launch this fall. Nobody really talks about it. You know, it didn't release with a lot of bugs. It didn't have any game-breaking glitches. Yet no one talks about it. Now you have these few scattered people who actually play a large variety of games who played it, but for the most part, no one really mentions Mordor. You know, no one really cares about it apparently. You know, there was no secret microtransactions. Nobody knew about this game until it came out. And there was no follow-up. There was no hype about it. People just didn't really pay attention to it. Now, most people who got the reviews of it, they did a review because they get paid to do the review. And they did a review because they got a free copy. So of course they want to review the game, but for the most part, people don't know this game exists. I mean, they did good in sales, but for the most part, so I'm not talking about as a whole, but for the most part, this is a game that people don't talk about and is highly underrated. You know, it had a decent release, and the game itself is chaotic fun. You know what I say about chaotic fun? You know, more of that. That's what we want to see more in games. You know, chaotic fun is good. You know, when I first played Titanfall, even though the game itself started to suck after like a week, the first few games of Titanfall was chaotic fun. We need more chaotic fun in games, and you keep that chaotic fun going throughout the entire game. You know, if your game dies down, then you just lose that fun factor. But more chaotic fun is a good thing, and we need chaotic fun, especially in action games. You know, action games are not supposed to be dull. Action games aren't supposed to be boring. It's an action game. It's called action game. So chaotic fun is necessary for action games. It is a hack and slash game, but it doesn't deny or try to hide it as a hack and slash game. I know there's a lot of people who are anal about hack and slash, even though majority of action games, majority of RPGs are hack and slash. You know, it's really fun, and it's just a great way to relieve stress. You know, if you like to relieve stress by endless killing orcs. Well, to get a good idea of the combat and the gameplay in this game, imagine a fusion of Batman, Arkham series, and Assassin's Creed. That's what this game is like. It isn't without that's without the seriousness of both those games. So it's not a very serious game in terms of like the story isn't, you know, forcing you to do things. Now it does have a weak story. Now the story it's not bad, but it could use more and longer cutscenes. You know, it isn't terrible. It's just not special. But again, the game itself is fun to play. The details are great, and it's the best $30 I spent this year because it was on sale for Black Friday on Xbox One, and it was I would have bought it for 60 bucks. You know, so I'm glad I got it for 30. You know, it's a good price because the story is pretty short. You know, here's the thing about short stories in games with weak stories. It's not a big deal if you spend more than 40 bucks on a game that has a weak story. Now look at Destiny. Destiny has a complete shitty story. You spend 60 bucks on that shitty story. That's why it's a big deal with Destiny, because you spent 60 bucks on a shitty story. Mordor, you spend 30 bucks on an average story. It's not terrible, it's not bad, it's just weak. You know, it's average. I'll say it's below. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give Mordor's story like a 5, with Destiny's story being like a 3. Now, much like any game, there are issues. For one, you can't pick up health while in combat, so if you're going against an enemy of like ghouls, whom can't be blocked or countered, you can't just walk up to a flower and replenish your health. So that's it's not a huge flaw, because it's not a difficult game. You know, it's pretty easy enough to where you can just knife your way through the entire thing. Sometimes you don't even die in period. But it is frustrating when you're in a big fight, especially with ghouls, and you're losing health, but you can't get that health back. So it's frustrating. You know, the Nemesis system is a really good idea. I really like the Nemesis system. It's a good idea. I'll play a video of how it works after this commentary, so you get a better idea of how it works, and you know, by the people who made the game, who made the Nemesis system. So go ahead and watch that once this video is over with. It won't be in the description. It will literally be right after I'm done talking. There'll be another video after this. It'll just be a description of how the Nemesis system actually works. It's a cool idea. You know, more action games should adopt it. And if this game gets a sequel, I'm very curious how the developers will improve upon it, because it's a pretty neat idea. You know, it's not like this game-changing, amazing, oh my god, freaking thing. But it's neat. It's cool. I want to see how it improves. I want to see how it evolves. And I had hoped that more action games, even some RPGs, maybe some shooters, would adopt it. Now imagine playing a game like Mass Effect or Dragon Age or even Destiny, and you're fighting something, you choose to not kill it, and also you see that person later in the game, or if they kill you, that person got promoted. You know, it's pretty cool. Like I said, watch the video, you get better understanding of it, and you understand why I think it's a neat idea. So if you like just running around killing things, pick up Mordor. It's a fun game. Ting. Whenever I just want to have chaotic fun, I play this game. You know, I always enjoy some chaotic fun, like I said. But anyways, to change the subject, to talk about something else, ESO got delayed a month ago. It was supposed to come out this month for the Xbox One and PS4, but because ZeniMax wanted to make sure everything is running right and make sure it has all the updates and upgrades made to the PC version and Mac version, they want to delay the game and make sure those are in the Xbox One version and also in the PS4 version. I've mentioned before that I'm split on whether or not I'll buy ESO, and I want it because I do love the lore of Elder Scrolls and I enjoy the PC beta for the most part. Now the biggest reason I'm on the fence about this game is the monthly fee. It's the same reason why anybody's on the fence about this game. And there's a long, Santa Claus can't even read the list of people who are sick and who don't want to freaking pay a fee. ZeniMax, you're dumb. $60 for a game, and there's all these people who will buy your game guaranteed if you didn't have that fee. You know how much money you'll make off the Xbox One and PS4? A lot. There's a lot of Elder Scrolls fans on consoles. Now there's a way more on PC, but there's a lot of those Elder Scrolls fans on consoles, and you're pretty much just saying, nah, we don't care about you. You want to pay the fee. And the PC gamers don't even like your game anyway. The PC gamers don't even like ESO because it's not very good of a game. According to PC gamers, it's not that good of a game. It's pretty average, and it's not even worth the money. You know, I feel like there shouldn't be a monthly fee and the price is not the problem. Every time someone talks about monthly fees of anything, people always talk about, well, it's the price, it's the price, it's the price. The price is not the problem. It's just the existence of the fee itself. Now, I think there should only be a monthly fee for PvP and then have PvE free to play. You know, I play a lot of games and spread them out. Anybody who's on my friends list can tell you I'll go from playing Dragon Age for 2 hours, then used to be freaking playing Halo for like 3 hours, and then a different game, then another game, then Twitch or YouTube, then another game. So why pay $15 a month to play a game for 2 hours a day? Now, it wouldn't be a big deal if it was being played non-stop every day and I wasn't paying for Xbox Live and it didn't have to dedicate time and money elsewhere. But I do, so this game will have to be spread out, and I'll be paying $15 a month to play a game for 2 hours a day. See what I'm talking about? Not really very sensible. And for the most part, I be playing alone, so zero of multiplayer aspects for me, as I wouldn't touch PvP at all. And none of my friends are interested in ESO, so I don't be playing the story mode. And so if not get rid of the fee altogether, at least restrict the game. Anyone who doesn't pay the fee can't do co-op and can't play PvP. But can still do the story. So ZeniMax, I promise you, I pre-ordered the game a minute after getting an email saying ESO and I have a fee for the story mode. Y'all send me emails any other time, so go ahead and watch my video. Talk about it with a little higher growth in Bethesda. Get it done, and then email me a week later and say, hey, ESO is not gonna have a fee for story mode. They have a fee for PvP, but not for story mode. Sounds like a good idea to you, ZeniMax? Sounds like a good idea to me. So why not? The TS fans, the Elder Scrolls fans out there, already feel betrayed by Bethesda because of ESO. The least you could do is not trying to nickel and dime us, because there is no reason to have a fee on a story mode. Guild Wars doesn't, The Division won't, Destiny doesn't, along with the PC MMOs don't, Star Wars and WoW, at least they allow you to level up to a certain level before they ask you to pay, and Defiance didn't have a fee at all, period. You know, it launched without a fee and then became free to play almost a year later. So ZeniMax, we weren't asking you to give us the game free. You know, you make your videos and your articles and your emails, you work them out to a way that sounds like we're asking for a free game. No, you're still selling it for $60. And frankly, if there was no fee on the story mode, I'd buy the Imperial Edition. I guarantee you that I would buy the ESO Imperial Edition if there was no fee for the story mode. Promise you that, ZeniMax. But no, you want to have a fee, so you're going to lose that money that you would get because you want to nickel and dime your fan base. Anyways, it's it for me. Got some things I need to do today, so I'll catch you guys later. I haven't been streaming a lot lately. I haven't been streaming at all for the past, 2-3 weeks. But if you want to know when I'm streaming, follow me on Twitch. A link will be in the description for that, as it always is. Peace!
We continue our gameplay feature series by exploring Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor's Nemesis system. The Nemesis system creates personal interactions with your unique enemies. Every enemy will remember their encounters with you.
Killed you? Now you're back? Just my rotten luck.
A coward could try to flee to fight another day.
I'm not staying around for this. Another day!
Or a loyal captain could defend their master to the death.
You want my master? You gotta come through me. You ain't coming through me.
A warrior that strikes a death blow against Talion will gloat in a future encounter.
Is this some kind of joke? I killed you already.
Every reaction is informed by a combination of unique personality traits and past interactions, evolving the world around you in surprising ways.
Don't you move or I'll miss. I hate that.
Using the power of the Wraith, you may choose how to disrupt Sauron's war machine by creating power struggles within Orc society. Grow the power of your forces by helping them successfully complete missions. Or bring down Sauron's army from within by commanding your enemies to battle one another. Duels, beast hunts, and feasts.
Time to feast.
The Nemesis system creates a living, breathing, dynamic Orc society within Mordor, enabling every player to create their own unique villains and stories, and ensuring no two playthroughs are ever the same. As you kill, dominate, and terrify your way through the ranks of Sauron's forces, you can ultimately build your own powerful army, challenging the Dark Lord and bending Mordor to your will.